Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ishwar Verma, and today we will learn about strings and dates in JavaScript. So let's start with strings. What is a string actually? A string is a primitive data type in JavaScript used to represent a sequence of characters. Anything you can type like letters, numbers, symbols, punctuations can be a part of string. It is a primary way we work with textual data. Okay. There are some key characteristics. It's a primitive. This means strings are immutable. Strings are not mutable. Strings are immutable. Okay. It's indexed. Each character in a string has a numerical position index started from zero. Like we have an array. Our first index is 0, then second is 1. Also, that rule applies here, but character by character, and in array, element by element. Okay, it's an object. Strings, it's an object like primitive. Okay, although it's primitive, it has method and properties we can use like dot length. JavaScript temporarily wrap it in a single object when you try to access these. Okay. How we can create strings? There are three ways to create a string in JavaScript. First one is single quotes, second one is double quotes, and third one is temporal literals. Okay. Now let's start with single quotes. How we can use single quotes? For using single quotes, uh, we take an example. Here we have a variable single quoted and the value of that variable is hello world, which is wrapped in single quote. This is called single quote. Single quotes. This is a string we define here. This one. Sorry. This one. And now let's move on. Second point, double quotes. We can also use double quotes in JavaScript for declare a string. Okay. Functionally identical to single quotes, the main reason to choose one over the other is for convenience when a string itself contains quotes. Okay, we have let double quoted is equal to he said hello. This is a string which is wrapped into double quotes. Okay, single quote with double. Yeah, we can use single quotes with double like this. If our outer wrapper is single quote, then we can use inside the double quotes. But we cannot use here single quotes. If we use here single quotes, this will throw a error. And if we use here double quotes and here we use single quotes, it will run. And if we use here double quote and here double quote, it will give us error. Okay. Why? Because JavaScript don't understand where our string is and. Okay. Now let's move on. Third point, temporal literals. Actually, literals are the part of ES6. The most powerful and modern way they use backticks. We will cover the special feature of template literals later. Okay. How we can define it? For declare a temporary literal, we have a variable template literal is equal to, and here we have a string. This is a template return, and we wrapped it into a backticks. Here, this one backtick and this backtick. Now, let's move on. Third, core properties and concepts. The dot length property. Every string has a dot length property that tell you how many characters it contains. Like, for example, we have an example. Let greeting hello. Here we have a string and we console.log greeting.length. It will return us 5. Now we can count it character by character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There are 5 characters present in greeting string. Now the length is because now the length is 5. If we count the empty string dot length, here there is no characters are present, so length is 0. Now move on part B. Accessing individual character, zero-based indexing. I before zero-based indexing. You can access a character at a specific position using square bracket notation. The first character is at index 0. Now let message is equal to JavaScript. We have a string JavaScript, and if we want to access the first character of the string, we can easily access it like this: message square bracket 0. 0 is a index where j is present. It will return us j, and message 4. Here 4 is a index, and where is 4 present in this string, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 maps to the s, so output will be s. To get the last character, a common pattern is used. Console.log message.length minus 1. Length minus 1 means first we calculate its complete length, like we have a length of 10. We have a length of 10, and 10 minus 1 is 9. So the last index is 9. Here we can see at the index 9 there is t character, and it will return this line return us t. Now move on the next point C. The golden rule. Strings are immutable. This is the most critical concept. You cannot change a string in place. In place means you cannot change the original string. Any method that appear to modify a string will always return a brand new string. Any method we use for a string, it will return a new string. Okay, leaving the original untouched. Now we have an example for this. Let name is equal to Alex, and let's try to change the first character of this name. Name, here we have index 0, and now A. This will fail silently. It does nothing. It will not give an error, but it will not modify the name. If we console.log name, output is Alex. String is original string is not mutable. Let's use a method that changes the string, like uppercase, upper name is equal to name dot uppercase to uppercase. To uppercase is a method in JavaScript. If we console.log upper name, it will return us Alex. But if we console.log name, it will return Alex in small letters. The original string is unchanged, and the new string is, it will return a new string. Every method return a new string in JavaScript. Now move on the fourth part, common and essential string methods. There are some essential methods for string, like for changing the case, we have two methods, to uppercase and to lowercase. To uppercase, it will return a new string with all characters in uppercase, and to lowercase, it will return a new string with all characters in lowercase. For example, we have an example like whisper is, we have a string whisper, we have a string please be quiet, which is stored in whisper variable, and we have a shout whisper to uppercase. Here to uppercase is a method that is that will return a new string in uppercase. Here we can also use to lowercase for lower the letters, for lowercase the letters. Now let's move on part. Uh, Now let's move on B of part 4. We have a we have three methods: index of, last index of, and includes. Index of substring. Return the index of the first occurrence of a substring. If the substring is not found, it returns 1. It will return the index of first occurrence. When we found a first occurrence substring, if the substring is not found, it will return 1. Okay, sorry, not return 1, it will return -1. Okay, dot last index of. Return the index of the last occurrence of a substring. Returns -1 if not found. Includes substring. Return a Boolean value like true or false, indicating if the string contains the sub substring. This is often more readable than index of. Let's we have a variable name sentence, and which store a string. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy fox. Now console.log sentence index of fox. It will return the first